MEMS gyroscope. MEMS gyroscope is also a kind of inertial sensor. These sensors are used to sense the Coriolis component that happens in angular motion. The principle of MEMS gyroscope is that when an object is moving linearly along a direction and that is rotated about a perpendicular axis, then the object experiences a Coriolis force, and this Coriolis force acts along a third axis perpendicular to both linear and rotary axis. I can tell you an example connected with Coriolis force. When we get into a bus which was stopping on a particular location, and when you get into the bus and while you're moving into the aisle of the bus, in the middle of the bus, when we move from the back side to the front side, the meantime if the bus starts moving, naturally the bus will be taking a curvature to go back to the road from the stop bus bay. So at that time, what happens is when you will be starting to move along a straight line, but the bus is taking a curvature. That is, you experience a different kind of force, and that make you unbalanced. You might have noticed that. So the unbalanced force that that's a reaction that is experienced on your body is a Coriolis force. So any body that moves along a straight line, if it is subjected to a rotary movement, that experiences a reaction, Coriolis reaction. We have heard this word connected with crank and slaughter lever mechanism also, Coriolis force. That is, the crank that will be rotating, oscillating like this, whereas a slotted link block will be moving inside the link in the linear fashion. So that block, while it is moving in the upward, in the linear direction, when it is experiencing a rotary motion, that block is also experiencing the Coriolis force. So any object that undergoes a rotary motion while it is going through a linear motion, then the force experienced by the object is moving object is called as Coriolis force. In gyroscopes, the Coriolis components are sensed. For that, in MEMS sensors, MEMS gyro sensors, there will be a linear motion introduced by some means, and while there is linear motion, the sensor will be subjected to angular movement. Then the sensor that is experiencing the linear motion will have a kind of a reaction, Coriolis reaction, and that Coriolis reaction is sensed. The gyro principle is explained based on this diagram. That is, there are three axes. There is a particle. If the particle is moving with a particular velocity in this direction, now the object, the entire frame is rotated about the z axis, then the object that is moving in the linear direction will be experiencing a force in the third direction. Okay. So that is called as Coriolis force or Coriolis reaction. Again, I will tell you one example. If you rotate a top, pambaram, if you rotate a top, and if it is while it is being rotated, if you apply a force from this side, that is, if you just kick on that from this side, you can see that if it is rotated in this direction, if you apply the force, the top will not move in this direction. So the top will be moving in this direction. That means there is an axis of rotation, there is a disturbing force coming from this side, and the reaction is in the third direction. That's why it is said the Coriolis force acts along the third axis perpendicular to both linear as well as rotary axis. In all the MEMS in a gyroscope, the Coriolis component is sensed. In MEMS based gyroscopes, linear motion is typically introduced as vibration by using electrostatic or electromagnetic or surface acoustic waves or piezoelectric methods. Here you see a tuning fork kind of gyroscope where you can see there are two tuning forks linked by means of a bridge here. So we call it as a dual tuning fork type or H type of gyroscope. In this, the gyroscopes, the tuning forks are micro machined. These are attached to a platform by means of this structure, and there is a bridge, cross bridge, we call it as a suspension bridge, that it will be linking the tuning fork with the structure. This bridge has got a property that it has got a width and a thickness, and the width is much higher compared to the thickness. Why it is given? Because when there is a vibration for the tuning fork in this out of bound direction, in this plane, then that vibration will be transferred to this because of the vibration in this plane. If there is vibration in the other plane, in this plane, because of the construction of this suspension bridge, it won't be transferred. That means this construction bridge has special requirement, that is, it will transfer only this vertical kind of direction kind of vibration to this side. Now in the working, by using suitable voltage, these two sides of the tuning forks will be given vibration, that is a linear motion. The tuning forks are typically made of piezoelectric material. So when suitable voltage is given, this material will start vibrate in one direction. So that vibration can be transferred to this. Now when the entire object is subjected to an angular motion, what happens is this particular sensing part will have an out of plane vibration because of the Coriolis effect. That out of plane vibration will cause a change in voltage in the external circuitry, and that is an indication of gyro effect or Coriolis effect. There is another kind of device, MEMS gyroscope is electrode resonant type of gyroscope. Here there are two sets of electrodes, one here, one set here, one, two here, another set on the perpendicular direction, and there is a gyro mass element at the center also. Here also there will be vibration given as at the input in here. So this will be vibrated in this direction. When the entire construction is about to rotate about this axis, then a vibration will be developed in the third axis. So the vibration developed in the third axis is an indication of the rotation that is happening on the entire body, or that is an indication of the Coriolis effect. So the vibration given on the input electrode can be by means of piezoelectricity, it can be by means of electrostatic method or electromagnetic or any other method. So that vibration can be transferred to the perpendicular direction when it is subjected to movement. You can see the review questions and you can see the reference based on which this presentation is made. Thank you.